I'm an innocent man, and I'll stand for my innocence until the day I go out. And that is still a situation where I fight. There's a reason it didn't go where it went, and it went to a civil trial. It is what it is. It stings deep. I continue to fight. I know the truth, and I know that lying lips are an abomination to the Lord. And I know that anything done in darkness will soon come to light. And I trust in God that it's coming. You best believe it's coming. And I look very, very forward to the day.
Max Holloway has also been training with JDM, who's a welterweight himself. What are your thoughts on him choosing JDM as a training partner to emulate you?
That's not going to cut it. Not bad choice. Why not? I seen the little Pitty Pat Mickey Mouse Club training. It looks like a teen amateur fucking... It's not on the level. It's not going to cut it for the ferocity that will be before him in the octagon, as well as the array of weaponry. So there you go. Both can get it.
I'm gonna go in there and put paws on him. You know, I'm gonna make him wish that he didn't come back. Actually, no, I'm not gonna make him wish that. I'm gonna make him think that he can do it one more time, so we can rematch at the end of the year.
Max, down here to your left, dead here to your left here. You can't see me. Anyway, I feel like the consensus among most MMA fans, given Conor's layoff, is that you should walk right through him, particularly with your volume heavy style. How is it competing with the pressure of being the one who should come out with the victory?
I mean, that's crazy talk, right? A lot of people, a lot of fans is counting Conor out, which is crazy. I mean, a lot of people count Justin Gaethje out. I mean, this is different. This is different situations, right? But this guy has unlimited money. You know what I mean? He has a lot of connections. He's coming back from a crazy injury. He supposedly found God. His kid is going to be here at the fights. I saw Tim Grover in a picture with him. I don't know if that's the coach now, but he's doing all the right things. You know what I mean? So I'm getting ready for the most dangerous Conor McGregor we ever saw. And nobody's telling me otherwise, because once you start overlooking people, things don't go too well for you. I feel good. Strength, cardio, movement, everything that you said. I feel great. I know you guys have been following me on media and seeing what I've been doing. We bring in the former 170 champion Jack Della. Had great looks, had great training. We was only supposed to train together for a week. We loved it so much. He ended up staying for a second week, and I think so. Bringing him in was huge. You know, it was good fun, and we'll get to find out Saturday night. It's gonna be fun.
It is what it is. Not want to be anywhere inside that octagon with me. I am dangerous everywhere. You know, I know he's planning on deep waters. It's almost a bit disrespectful. I'm not sure who he thinks he's talking about here.
We drown him. We're gonna give him an old Hawaii style beating.
I have many things that I've taken in this camp that have been fuel to my fire. One, the greatest featherweight of all time, or this ranking system of the greatest featherweights, that I'd beaten these men and hadn't been in the list. How have I beaten these men easily and handily, and yet be kept from the list?
One of the reasons I think that you aren't in those conversations is not because your performances lacked anything. It's just there was a lack of performances. There wasn't activity, and I think obviously.
Well, yeah, that's a fair shout for sure, and I understand why. I understand the whys of it. It was not me. It was a fighter pulling out, or things of that nature that kind of led to it. So I understand it. However, I don't agree with it. You cannot get caught in all of this. What is the skill? Who is the best? Who is the greatest? Who is the best? And it is me. And the results show this. Yeah. I am the greatest featherweight since Bruce Lee. And on Saturday night I will show it. Fight week, I won't be getting on a therapist's chair on fight week. Do you get me? Yeah. So I will need to keep that fire and that venom. Literally, that is what it will be. It will be venomous inside this octagon. And I'm an open book. What you see is what you get with me. I always try and speak my truth. And
with fight night rapidly approaching, Conor McGregor has delivered one final message to Max Holloway, and it leaves little room for interpretation. McGregor made it clear that once the octagon door closes, there will be nowhere to run and no moment to breathe. He believes the rematch won't be decided by hype or history, but by who can impose their will when the pressure is at its highest. It's another confident statement from the former champion, who insists he's ready to remind the world exactly why he's always been one of the UFC's most dangerous finishers.
The prediction is going to be a good belt. Tune in. 29, the Mac is back. I'm coming in hot, fast and heavy and ferocious. You don't want to miss it. Let's go.
Max Holloway, however, has taken a completely different approach. Rather than getting caught up in the trash talk, he's shown nothing but respect for Conor McGregor, calling him a born fighter who should never be underestimated. Holloway believes the 5-year layoff may have actually worked in McGregor's favor, giving him valuable time to recover from years of injuries, reset both physically and mentally, and return with renewed motivation. That's exactly why Holloway refuses to overlook him. In his eyes, the biggest mistake anyone can make is assuming this is the same McGregor fans saw years ago.
Man, a true born fighter. He's made for this, and I'm excited that I'm the person that's welcoming him back to the octagon. A dangerous Conor McGregor. I mean, everybody keep talking about how he's been away for 5 years, and that's a bad thing. Man, that might actually be a great thing. Get your body, get to reset. The man got a lot of money. I'm sure he's doing the right things at the right time. I know we saw a lot of bad media stuff on him, but that they're not following him around 24/7, so you don't know what he's doing every second. And I can I can compare it to that, not in the craziest way, but I play video games and everybody thinks, oh, I play video games for 2 hours that I need to go train. I'm like, bro, come on. But at the end of the day, I think there's two sides to the story, and I think I'm gonna see the best Conor McGregor there is, man.
Speaking about the rematch, Conor McGregor showed respect where he felt it was deserved, describing Max Holloway as one of the UFC's finest competitors and a future Hall of Famer. But the compliments stopped there. McGregor made it clear that despite everything Holloway has accomplished, he still believes he's the superior fighter. In his mind, the difference lies in precision, timing, and fight IQ qualities he insists will separate them once the action begins. Respecting Holloway is one thing, but McGregor remains convinced that when the cage door closes, he'll prove exactly why he still belongs among the sport's elite.
Hello, Brownie. You're gonna see mastery, a master at martial arts at work. Yes, Holloway fought Volkanovski 3 times. I watched some of the bouts. I watched the bouts at the time, and then I watched the most recent one only the other day. I've taken some good things from it for sure. So there you go. Two good fighters. 2 lesser fighters to the Mac, and I'm going to prove that here on Saturday night.
Michael Bisping believes Conor McGregor couldn't have asked for a tougher comeback opponent. In his view, Max Holloway is one of the most dangerous fighters McGregor could possibly face after such a long layoff. Bisping points to Holloway's dominant performance over Justin Gaethje as proof that Max is still operating at an elite level, combining incredible durability with relentless pressure and world-class striking. That's exactly what makes this rematch so difficult to predict. While McGregor has the power to change everything with a single punch, Bisping believes Holloway's current form and confidence make him an exceptionally difficult challenge for anyone stepping back into the octagon after 5 years away.
5 years where Conor's been away. Max Holloway has been fighting the very best talent that is available. The best fighters in the world. And oftentimes beating them. Like, for example, his last fight, or his last victory, should I say, was against Dustin Poirier. The man that beat Conor not once, but twice in a row. Yes, for the BMF, he lost his BMF belt, which he took off Dustin Poirier, but he lost that to Charles Oliveira. Charles Oliveira took him down, okay? As simple as that. Took him down, took his back, right? Tried to choke him out. No shame in that. But Conor McGregor isn't going to do that. He hasn't got that kind of style.
Good to have him back. Like I said, I love a good comeback story. He's done so much in the sport, for the sport, catapulted to the next level, and just to show how obsessed he is and determined he is to come back, and that he loves the sport, because he doesn't have to do this. He doesn't have to come and fight. He doesn't have to do this. He's got a legacy. He's got the money. He's got the fame. He can ride off into the sunset. But for him, he's wants to prove to himself that he can still do this.
Taking a step back from the matchup itself, Cody Garbrandt focused on what McGregor's return says about the man behind the headlines. He believes Conor has already achieved everything most fighters could ever dream of: championships, global fame, and a lasting legacy. That's why Garbrandt doesn't think this comeback is about money or proving himself to anyone. Instead, he sees it as evidence that McGregor still has a genuine passion for fighting and a competitive fire that refuses to fade. To Garbrandt, the willingness to return after everything Conor has already accomplished speaks louder than any press conference or prediction ever could.
Love fight night, fight week, and God willing, I'm back here next week and the week after. How many weeks is in a year? 54. There you go. I could fight every week if it's a go. Before the injury, I had maybe 3 within the year. People don't recall that. And yeah, now there you go. We plan on getting busy here. The arena, right? I'm the one that's making the walk, so if I'm the one who's pushing for it and campaigning for it, I'm sure that is the case. Now I've said my piece with the Ultimate Fighting Championship and their staging of my bouts, and they've said their piece, and you know it's kind of fallen on. Let's let it happen on Saturday night and let's talk. And I'm fine with that.
As fight week closes in, Conor McGregor admits this is the toughest stage of any training camp. The physical exhaustion is real, but he says the mental battle is just as demanding, even after everything he's experienced in the sport. Rather than slowing down or looking inward, McGregor insists his priority is protecting the intensity that has always defined him. He wants to carry that same hunger, aggression, and controlled aggression into the octagon, believing those qualities, not comfort or reflection, are what win championship fights. In his mind, the mission is simple: arrive on fight night with the same fire that's fueled the biggest moments of his career.
About this before, that it is taxing, it is exhausting, but you're used to it, you know. But now here you are and you're in it, and you have lived such a crazy experience, a unique experience, that people want to hear about it. How much of yourself do you want to share at this point in your career?
Well, you know, it's fight week. I won't be getting on a therapist's chair on fight week. Do you get me?
Yeah.
So I need to keep that fire and that venom. Literally, that is what it will be. It will be venomous inside this octagon. And you know, I'm an open book. What you see is what you get with me. I always try and speak my truth, and you know, at the best of me, I try and encourage others and inspire others and motivate others, and that's kind of what I'll do, you know, without getting too much into anything soppy.
McGregor also revealed a different side of his preparation, explaining that this camp hasn't been fueled by emotion alone. Instead, he's worked to stay open, honest, and mentally balanced while never losing the intensity that's made him one of the sport's most dangerous competitors. According to Conor, success comes from finding the perfect balance between complete focus and actually enjoying the process. Right now, he believes he's found exactly that. McGregor says he's fully locked in, operating with total clarity, and entering fight week feeling completely in sync, convinced this is the best version of himself in years.
Pounds, we have never seen Max Holloway fight there. Why would Conor use his platform if he can't get the venue? He's got to get something right. So he's going to make it at his weight class. Rather than fighting him at Max's true weight class, where we know we would see the best Max, Conor's going to move him up to a weight class he's never fought in. I mean, to me, it's like, okay, I get it. But why is that? Well, we've heard him admit it. I had to use juice. The doctors prescribed it to me to heal my bone. My bone was broken in half.
Shifting to the tactical side of the matchup, Dominick Cruz believes the move to 170 pounds is far from accidental. In his view, McGregor's influence helped shape the conditions most favorable to his return, allowing him to avoid another punishing weight cut while competing at a weight where he feels stronger and healthier. Cruz argues that those circumstances could quietly tilt the fight in McGregor's favor. While Holloway is capable of competing at welterweight, Cruz believes giving away the natural size and power advantage to a dangerous puncher like McGregor creates an extra challenge, one that could become a decisive factor once the action begins.
Max advantages by taking away his speed. He doesn't possess the same power as Conor. We saw that in their first fight. He just doesn't. He's an accumulative puncher. He throws punches in bunches. He throws combinations. He flows. He moves. He uses his footwork. He's quick. He's rhythmic. Conor is a counter fighter with rhythm and timing, but he's got big power. When you make this fight at 170, you take away Max's speed. You take away all his best advantages. When you watched him versus Calvin Kattar, that was the best version of that. When I came back for one of my fights, I had broken my ulna, which is a bone in my left forearm, and it snapped in half, and the doctors told me there's a 20% chance of a non-union. And I actually had a non-union take place. So they didn't put a plate in there. They didn't heal it. They said, just let it heal for 3 months. So I went 3 months with a broken forearm, just trying to hope it would heal without any training, without anything, because it just you just hope that the bone grows back together. After the 3 months was over, I went to the doctor and they said, oh, well, you do have a non-union. It did not heal together. So now after this 3 months of you sitting around, we have to go in and put a plate in there. So that was devastating for me.
Dominic Cruz also looked beyond the fight itself, highlighting how the business side of MMA has evolved. He explained that superstars like Conor McGregor, Ronda Rousey, and Jake Paul have reached a level where their star power gives them influence very few fighters will ever have. According to Cruz, when an athlete can generate massive pay-per-view numbers and bring millions of eyes to an event, they naturally gain more control over how and when they compete. He believes that reality has changed the sport, where market value now plays almost as important a role as rankings, and no fighter, in his opinion, has reshaped that business model more than Conor McGregor.
I have many things that I've taken in this camp that have been fuel to my fire. One, the greatest featherweight of all time, or this ranking system of the greatest featherweights, that I'd beaten these men and hadn't been in the list. How have I beaten these men easily and handily, and yet be kept from the list? All things. Who's the greatest featherweight? What's my skill level? Max and that's why I love Max as an opponent. He's fought so many people, and he's a very impressive body of work inside the octagon. He's for sure a future Hall of Famer, and now I get to go in and showcase mine.
Drawing from his own experience as a former champion, Dominic Cruz explained that a comeback of this magnitude is far more demanding than most people realize. He said returning after years away isn't simply about getting back into shape, it's about rebuilding timing, confidence, instincts, and the ability to perform under the brightest lights. Cruz believes those qualities can only be tested once the cage door closes, making this fight the ultimate measure of whether McGregor can truly compete at the elite level once again.
Max Holloway is that this fight is at 170 pounds. And one thing that Conor McGregor has always had is explosive knockout power. Knocked out Jose Aldo with pretty much the first punch. 13 seconds is all it took. Knocked out Eddie Alvarez in stunning fashion. Out of his entire career with Conor McGregor, I'm just scrolling down his Wikipedia page. There's a lot of stuff on here. Normally I would be there by now, but I'm nowhere near it. My God, we're going through all the pay-per-views. Right, here we are. 22 wins, 6 losses, 19 wins by way of knockout. So that's a crazy knockout ratio. Donald Cerrone, 40 seconds. Eddie Alvarez, Nate Diaz. Well, that was a decision, wasn't it? After getting beaten and choked out by Nate Diaz in the first one. Jose Aldo, Chad Mendes, Dennis Silva, Dustin Poirier the first time they fought, Diego Brandao, Max Holloway, which was the only time he went to a decision, by the way.
Speaking about his legacy, Conor McGregor didn't hold back, insisting he still belongs at the very top of the featherweight conversation. He admitted that being left out of many all-time rankings continues to frustrate him, believing his achievements deserve far more recognition than they receive. For McGregor, this rematch isn't just another headline fight, it's a chance to remind the MMA world exactly who he is. He sees defeating Max Holloway as the perfect statement victory, one that would reignite the debate and strengthen his claim as one of the greatest featherweights the UFC has ever seen.